was your favorite part of Lantrip this year?
My favorite part of Lantrip.
My favorite part of Lantrip.
My favorite thing about Lantrip.
My favorite part of Lantrip was transferring to the school and being a part of this amazing program that accepted me with open arms and teaching me a lot about leadership to make myself a better teacher and a better leader.
My favorite part of Lantrip was honestly working with Brian and Courtney. They gave me a balance that I didn't know I needed. They helped me be a little more personable rather than so aggressive all of the time. And it was fun getting to work with them and figure out how we could be a team and really make this work.
My favorite part of Lantrip was like all of the unexpected, like happy things that happened. Like getting to film with like the TAs all together for the first time, like that was kind of unplanned, and yeah, just all of like the unplanned like happy things.
My favorite part of Lantrip was definitely finally getting a chance to be able to like take on the role as a teacher, but also like more than that, all the challenges I was presented, because I definitely was able to like stretch and grow and try new things that I hadn't before.
My favorite part was learning about my personal teaching style and figuring out what that was and creating it and watching myself flourish with it throughout the semester.
My favorite part of Lantrip this year was any time I got to interact with the TAs or the students. I really just enjoy a lot of social interaction.
My favorite part of Lantrip would have to be writing the lesson plans. It's my first time and it was so much fun.
My favorite thing about Lantrip definitely has to be being able to finally teach in the classroom. In high school, I never really had an experience of teaching, so I was very new and fresh into this. And I'm glad that Lantrip gave me the ability to get in there and finally decide what I want to do for the rest of my life, and that is teaching.
Honestly, just working with everyone, creating a community where people can really just be themselves and really be honest about the work that they're doing, and really letting them create the stuff that they want to create. And because I think that's honestly the most important thing you can do. So I think just working with the students, and I think also just working with the TAs and the other admins.
My favorite part about Lantrip is getting to work with the kids and just seeing the look on their face when they understand a new concept.
My favorite part about Lantrip was seeing all of the TAs and then my fellow admins doing the work. We made a lot of plans during the summer, and it was amazing to get to sit and watch them do the things that, you know, at first literally went from paper to standing up and doing them. What is something you learned about teaching this year?
I learned through my TAs that it's okay to ask for help. Like, I preached that every single week, and I have yet to entirely adopt it into my life and my work. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not know what you're doing as long as you seek to fix the problem. It's okay to ask for help. No one's gonna hate you. You're not bothering people. Ask for help when you need it. It's important.
One thing I learned about teaching from this year is really having patience and knowing that everything's going to work itself out, and to just go with the flow and control what you can control.
Something I learned about teaching was that you can prepare and plan for anything, but it's not until you're in the room or the virtual room this year with the kids that you really just put everything into action, and you learn from what's going on in the room or wherever you are. You learn from what's going on, and you receive and you adapt and you make tweaks and changes in order to suit what's happening there in the moment.
I definitely learned that it's okay to mess up when you're teaching, and that you always have people around you to help you along the way, which makes it okay to fail.
One thing I learned about teaching is that in a classroom, you can't just have an open mind, you have to have an open heart. it's very easy to have an open mind and listen to new ideas from other people, but once you have an open heart, you're able to create a sense of professionalism and vulnerability, making the students comfortable and making you also comfortable in your own classroom.
I learned that specificity and context are very important. Like, you can't just like jump into the thing that you're teaching without having giving the students like a base understanding of what's happening. Yeah.
That it's unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen in the classroom, so you've got to be like prepared and on your toes and ready for anything.
I learned that teaching is trusting not only yourself but the people that you work with, and trusting myself that I am a lot more capable than I thought, and trusting that I can do whatever I set my mind to.
I definitely would say that I learned that collaboration is important, and good collaboration at that, because theater is a collaborative art, so we have to show that to our students, even when we're working together, in our case, in the Zoom calls or in the videos, working together and being a helping hand is super important in the art and in life.
Something I learned about teaching is that you can learn from your mistakes and you can learn from others' mistakes. I didn't do a lot of teaching this year. I did a lot of running around and making sure that the space was ready for the TAs to teach. And seeing them be able to fail and learn from their failures, and then me being able to see them do that, was really, really amazing.
That my style of teaching is weird, and I do like to joke a lot, but I think it works, and it works for me, and yeah.
What's something you're looking forward to for next year?
I'm looking forward to seeing the kids again. They were so much fun, and I loved working with each and every one of them.
I am excited to see them grow, because I think this year they've grown a lot. They've done a bunch of things, and I'm excited to see what these TAs are going to do next year when they're in person. I know they might be a little bit nervous, but honestly, they're going to do great.
I'm looking forward to all the new challenges and all the growth opportunities.
I'm mostly looking forward to teaching in person. That's personally what I'm most excited for, and I'm sure what other teachers are excited for, but also I'm excited to teach grade level up. Personally, I want to teach in high school, but being able to teach at Lantrip with these younger kids, it was a lot more fun and a lot more exciting, and I liked it more than I thought it would. So going up to a higher grade level and seeing how that is might even affect where I want to teach.
I'm looking forward to learning even more and meeting new people and learning about new students and different types of students and learning different ways of teaching. That's what I'm looking forward to. Sorry.
I'm looking forward to watch everybody grow. It's been so much fun just this year, being involved and watching them go from brand new teachers to what they are now. But I think it'll be even cooler to be on the outside looking in, watching them get bolder and even better than they are now, and thinking about where they were as freshmen and where they were as first year teachers. And I think it'll be really fun to just watch everybody get even better at this craft that they're so close to perfecting already.
Next year, I'm really excited to go in person, and the possibility of just being in person is it gets me thrilled.
I'm looking forward to going into a school year with having not quite solid footing, but sandy footing, that I'm not completely new and having to learn everything. I'm just having to learn a lot of things, just not all of it, all at once, all the time.
I'm really looking forward to next year being able to be in person with not only my peers, but to be able to teach kids in person, because it's been a very long time since I've gotten to do so.
Next year, I'm excited to see how they're going to grow and take what they learned this year and apply it to an in-person classroom. These things that we did virtually are crazy, and I think that there's a lot of learning and growth that happened, and I'm just so excited to see them do it.
Next year, I'm really looking forward to being in person and meeting a whole new group of kids and creating this bond that the teachers and students have with each other that we can both just make art together.
What is some advice you would give your beginning of year self?
Calm down. Like, don't be like so scared of everything, and like stop trying to form yourself into what you think everybody else would like you to be, and just like figure out what person like makes you happy and like what you actually are, instead of like just trying to like find what somebody else wants you to be, and like finding validation in that.
I would say that it's okay to be yourself, and that whatever you do doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be true to who you are.
Advice I'd give my freshman self is to be patient and know that life's going to work out the way it's supposed to. So try not to rush or want time to go by fast.
Take it easy, man. Don't stress out. Everything's gonna fall into place and work itself out.
Definitely keep track of time management. Prepare yourself and try to get things done the first go around, and don't procrastinate.
Get up. There's going to be a lot of days where I'm just not going to get up and I don't want to do any work, but having that mindset will definitely set me back and will definitely just cause problems. I have to think that in the future, if I don't want to get up, that doesn't just affect me, that affects my students who are wanting to learn, who are wanting to go and do stuff in their life, and I'm holding them back from that. So it's not just me, so I need to learn how to just get up.
I would tell myself to don't overthink as much as you do. You made the right choice, and you're gonna do a whole bunch of great things, and you shouldn't have to worry about all the things that you are.
I would tell myself to breathe and think outside the box, because moments are moments and mistakes are never permanent.
Find the fun. Find the fun in the meetings, in the lesson plans, in the workshops. There's always something fun, whether it's talking to someone before you start, or if it's a game you can put into your lesson, or if it's just getting to know someone that you didn't know before. There is magic in this world, but you only will see it if you're looking for it.
That you got this, that I know you're nervous, but you're gonna be so proud of everything you've done. And it's gonna be a one good ride. It's gonna be really amazing.
To myself, I would say, trust the process. It's going to work. They're going to be amazing. And you just have to trust yourself and trust them.
Bye! See you next time!